Okay. All right. Where the was up to last time? Round 44. I mean, I did a little bit off stream, actually, I should say. But here we are. Here the fuck we are, boys. Just give me a second. I'll set up my stream stuff. Oops. All right, Dunskies. Chat's going. All right, so where were we up to? I did like rage encounters. Just been like just having a break from a lot of that other shit since we got the ROM kind of going again. I've just been like doing a lot of encounters. I think we've basically gone from. We've pumped a lot of these out actually. We went from, I think it was like Love City. Like we got Route 40, 41, Sunwood City, Route 42, Mount Mortar, Central Room, Above the Waterfall, Mount Mortar BL1F, we got Route 43, Lake of Rage, and now we're up to Route 44. This is where shit gets interesting. What was my cap before that? It was... it was 18, 2022. I'm going to say we might want to up it again. These are 22 to 24. I'm going to say like 25, 27 maybe. Seems kind of a steeper jump, but I mean at this point in the game your cap's going to be pretty fucking high anyway. So let's do that as a starting point. We'll go... (23 to 27). All right. So what sort of Pokemon originally were encountered here? I got 3 on days, 3 on nights. That's cool. I like that. I got like a really common encounter here too, but you could just do. I feel like I've given like Weeping Bell a good buff in this game, or that line anyway. So I might just chuck that in there as a 20%. We'll do like Licky Tongue. Oh no, I'm gonna leave him as like the normal 10%ers because like, they were originally Pokemon here. Tangela. Okay, that's literally all that was here. Interesting. Oh, so it's kind of a mixture of like grass types and stuff. Let's have a look at. It's round 44. It's this patch of grass right here. Which you have to have surf by this point, otherwise you can't surf out to the Gyarados. So... what are we thinking? I think we do the Pokemon Showdown. Yeah, cool. So that would be good enough for me. Okay, so what are we looking for here? We want to look for... or would even this table out a bit. I think I've missed a lot of Pokemon too. That's the other thing. I might type in like Pelipper. That's what I should do. I should just like type in Pokemon and see if I've used them before. What a Mischief. Nothing for Mischief or low kicks. More Pico. Morgrem. Okay, I've used him once. I don't think I've used Bombardier, have I? Yeah, I've used Bombardier, okay. Where is that at? Oh, National Parks, that's ages ago. I didn't even realize that's pretty crazy. 5% chance for Bombardier back then. It's crazy. Or Incame. I think I've used them a couple times, haven't I? Incade them. What about Scraggy? Scraggy form. I haven't used Absol. Interesting. Like Absol should have some sort of access to this point in the game. Probably should be a bit earlier, but. I don't think I wanted to be at 10% of that, right? I might be putting like top of the 5% list. It's so weird how it does that, but anyway. Fuck it, whatever, I'll just leave it. Don't. don't even have a good Dramper in there. Let's have a look at the times. Let's go. Steel type's always nice, especially for 5% encounters. What is the aim? Is this against fire? I think about playing some Dota later if you're still on, man. So the purpose of this is essentially I'm modifying I'm essentially modifying an old game. So essentially like your cartridges, like you'd play like Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, whatever. I'm literally like I've got this engine where you can like modify the encounters in the game so it's like more up to date with the latest generation, like Generation 9. And I've added in like quality of life things, so I can like add in infinity candies, so like you can use red candies on the fly to level your Pokemon up, so you're not just like sitting there running into the grass, fighting random Pokemon on the grass all the time, because that's time consuming and boring. It's just like a lot of quality of life things. You can change the story, all sorts of stuff like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean that's it in a nutshell anyway. But yeah, what's up, Defaulty? What's up, fella? You doing, bro? Bruh. If you got any other questions, then by all means ask away. Let me put a fighting type in here. How's everyone tonight anyway? It's been so long since I've last been in stream. That's okay, man. How's your Chrissy holidays been going for you, bud? How's everything going for you? 23 to 27. Does Clipperpuss evolve at a clock? Oh, you level up with Taunt. Interesting. Okay, so Clipperpuss pretty good. 480. Pretty sure I made him a water fighting type as well, which is kind of cool. I would tell you play everywhere Gen 1 Blue, holy shit the memories, or Gen 2 Gold. Yeah, so what I'm doing is this is a modified version of HeartGold. So it's basically Gold as you would know it, just better graphics, story's been refined, etc, etc. Because the engine I'm using is called HeartGold engine, so it allows me to, as I said, it's just not manipulate, but you basically can modify code, add in a lot of quality of life things. You can like have speed ups, you can play for the game a lot faster, so you're not just running slow. I've like cut out a lot of the tutorial crap, so you're not just like sitting through the boring stuff. Put in my own like twists and turns, added in trainers and fights, random fights. I've updated like heaps of encounter pools, which is what I'm doing right now, so that you'll encounter Pokemon from Generation 1 to 9 instead of just like Gens 1 to 2. So you have like a wide variety of Pokemon to pick between. So it just makes the experience more, it feels like a new game. It's just like, in a way it kind of is, but you're kind of just like sticking to the linear. I've tried to make the game more linear, so it's like progression. So you can't just like go to Price and then back to Jasmine and such. The idea is that once you get to Ecrotech City and you beat Morty, the idea is that you would then get forced to go towards Olivine City, forced towards where Chuck is over at Sandwood. You'd verse him in a battle, or the gym leader. Go back and verse Jasmine at Olivine City once you do the other parts of the story. And then you would proceed to go back to Price, and the gate will now be opened once you've, you know, defeated the other two prior. So yeah. What's some daytime ones? We've already got a couple of grass, got a normal, more dragon bug steel, fighting water, dog. I haven't chucked any fire types in there yet. Christmas has been great, but extremely hectic with how busy it's been. Oh, damn. Did you get up too much? I mean, obviously it's been busy and hectic. Did you eat too much food? Did you get crunk? I think I had too much to drink on Christmas Day, man. I was pretty sick. I was like feeling a bit off the last couple of nights, put it that way. I'm okay now though, guys. I'm okay. I think I bounced back finally. Holy shit, boys. I think I might actually put Durant into like an exclusive pool here. I'm gonna put like something random, like Skull Bunny. It's like a fire type that's like 5% across the board, but then Durant's like 10%. Okay. So we put a 10% steel type here, and we're gonna put another steel type at the top. Steel type's gonna be busted, but it's like 10% still. It's like not crazy good odds. What's a good counterpart to say Durant? Maybe like something like Carablast, maybe. Or maybe we just do like the usual, the stupid, what do you call them? Let's do like Carablast instead of Durant. Maybe drop Dramper for Durant instead. Because Dragon type's OP, right? Carablast, and then the opposite would be I don't even know what the other one's called now. Bug. So good. Let me shum it. Right, so we're gonna shum it, Carablast opposite each other. It's got a few bug types going. I think that's enough bug types for now. Traveled a lot and ate way too much food. What sort of food were you eating, fella? Don't mind me asking. Have I even got to execute them? I think it rolls, surely it rolls in here. It rolls in there ones. There was turkey, beef, pork, and about 1 million cheese boards. 1 million cheese boards, dude. I feel you, bro. I feel you, brother. End of the day, you got through it all though, right? Did you get sport rotten, I'm guessing, too? Wait, can you even get Cathedra in this game yet? Okay, so I do have Cathedra there. That's Ruins Valve Inside. What about Solosis? I think I put Solosis back there too, actually. What about Hidden DD? Nope, I do not have them then. They're annoying to put in there, though. DDF and that one. I think we've already got a poison type there, don't we? How about electric types? We don't have a more picky yet, do we? I think he's more of a nighttime one though, right? Not Indeedy, what's his name? Dino. I like that. So we've got Carablast, Indeedy, and Zedakae in daytime encounters. We've got Shelmet, Indeedy, F, and Morpeko for the opposites at nighttime. We've got Lickitung, Tangler, I need another Pokemon there, Weeping Bell, Absol, Graplock, Durant, and then Skull Bunny as a 5%er. It's another like all-rounded 10% chance. Any random ghost types I could chuck in here? Has Mimikyu been put to the game yet? 10% all around Mimikyu boys. Hopefully this works. I'm just worried the game won't compile and then it will crash or something. But yeah, are you on later, Tafia, if you're still there, bud? Let's have a look at the water encounters then. What was the result here? Magikarp and Poliwhirl. Fuck me, dude. Magikarp. Should have changed my mind. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do oops. Okay, so got Shellos and the Gastrodon. Sehr cool fish up here. You could argue this route's like close to a snow route, so like you could have like a seal and stuff like that there, but I feel like I already did that earlier. I already got seal and spill. That's Gurim. That's if it works. We get caution. Who else could there be, guys? Who else could there be? Bye bye, Coolfish Skit. feel like there's heaps of water types, but there's only so many as well, right? Just gonna put barnacle there, fuck it. And then for old, good, and super rods. You just put down Broxish for memes. The fuck else could I put there? I could just chuck like a random Bibarel or something there. Maybe do something random like this too. Put a fucking cool solar in there for memes, boys. What do you reckon, boys? Memes or what? Yeah, sit up. I was gonna go to sleep, man. This shit's like relaxing and calm, and it's also like put you to sleep cup shit. Hey. That should be the encounter table. Now I just got to transfer it into him. Fun past. Dean, Tongue. Mimic. You. Do you want to be Graplock though? What about what's his name? Pop was speaking. I may have put him somewhere else, but that's okay. Fuck it, man. And then School Bunny. Okay, so you're gonna be Shelmet. Unless it's Mon with form, I'm gonna just guess this. Oh Alright, we're chilling. So we should have, that should be all the grass encounters. It's like I said, it's like a 20% chance of Weeping Bell across the board. So if you haven't got him in the other game, you might get modification Weeping Bell, or you just get something else. These levels are scaling. 2. I just leave him. So good. Yeah, you said 7. Save that shit. So now I just gotta put in the fishing garners now. And then the chair. Alright, so Old Rod launcher into Solon. Add to gearing. Shellos. Pop, yeah. Okay, so we've used pop there somewhere else. Alright. That should be that done. Alright. Next up would be an ice pop, but it's like, do I want to do ice pop? Page. Alright, so my question is, do I want to do the next area? Like, do I want to start looking at ice path or go back? I think we need to start implementing teams a little bit. Let's go and look at that chunk. Oh. Right, do that. I'm gonna get Morty set up. What more? Oh. Right, then. Make these all blank first, actually. We have 1-0. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right, now we're cooking. All right, 41 there. So we go Gallade with a Cobun. Ability sharpness. I really like this shot though, like the focus blast muddy water chance of this guy. Because it should be slower than its opponent. Which essentially gives him like 20% accuracy boost, which is pretty fucking crazy. Ability speed boost. Alright. Alright. We now have ourselves a set up chuck fight. That's cool. Now we can do a placeholder scene for Jasmine. No items. Big jump. What? That's the 6 doubles. Originally they're like 30, 35, that's crazy. Oh shit. Okay, what are you doing that for? And parts of that line, isn't it? Yep. That line. Okay. What's it doing that for? Zero, one. Okay, so we've got our 5 ones, or 5 1 slots, and we're just going to fill them in. Let's fill these out. Shutter bomb. Let's see. Obviously, I might have to rebuy some of these. Depending if this shit's in the game. As in, like, it's your ruled on. What's the Zedakae boss? I could have just gave it Zedakae media, that'd be even better though, right? Might level like that for now. Come back to that one, I think. I'm burying. Holy shit, it's fucking Robbo. Hey man, what's going on, bro? How you been, man? I thought you went AWOL, dude. I haven't seen you for a hot fucking minute, lad. What's been going on with you, bro? You just been working or something? Or you just been getting drunk, brother, drunk? Because he asked to be invited to party. You're more than welcome to play, bro. Do you like appear offline or something? Because every time I look, you're either like not online or I just play too late at night time when you're like probably a normal human being and actually go to sleep. While me and Sapphire are playing till fucking like fucking ungodly hours of the morning. I don't hate you, lad. As I said, if you want to jam tonight, if you're around, let's jam. But you'll probably be drinking or something, knowing you. Look, I had one drink. Look, bro. Look. Had myself a Smirnoff vodka crush raspberry lemon. You watched me grief him? I did not fucking grief him. We fucking won a few games, bro. We're fine. Nah, before it was a bit shit, but that's all right, man. We're in holiday season. We're having fun. All right. Cool beans. Cool beans. Yeah, what's up, Raheem? How you doing, man? Yeah, if you want to jam, Robonotic, let me know, man. I've just set up Jasmine's fight. I've set up Chuck's fight. I've done encounters up to Ice Path first floor. So sorry, encounters up to Route 44. So that's up to this point here. So there should be an encounter. You should be able to get encounters all through here. The only place you're able to get encounters is obviously the Whirl Islands, because well, you can't get access to it anyway because you don't have Whirlpool access. So I haven't done those encounters yet. I don't think you get access. You can't walk past this gate. I don't know if this little section here counts as an encounter though. Happy holidays, everyone in chat. You too, man. How's your holidays been going for you, bud? So I don't know if you actually get an encounter in that part of the cave. I know you do get encounters there because I've already confirmed this. Where's that? Seen Wood City, yeah, we did that. Rapid 2. What the fuck is that? Here we go, Cliff Edge Gate. That's the Cliff Edge Gate there. Which, so basically in this water here, it's literally what? Rupert Quagsire, unless you go for Magic Up Poliwag on rods, and then Cliff Cave. So when it says Cliff Cave, that means that whenever you walk, so you come out of this cave here, which is this here, but any of these other caves, 1, 2, 3, 4, inside any of those caves, it will be these encounters. But this part of the map you don't get access to this stuff until post game, till you get access to the fucking guy. What's his name? The guy that gives you access to the safari park. So if there's a way where I can enable that event to happen earlier so that you can go to Cianwood City, but you can actually go do Safari Zone at this point of the game as upon reaching Cianwood, you shouldn't have to wait until E4 or post E4 because there's no point to be able to access the Safari Gate, right? So I want to try and potentially open up the Safari Zone, Route 48, Route 47. Because you think about it, right? That gate is 1 encounter. The cave is 2 encounters. Because it should come up as a different name. Route 47 is 3. Route 47 is 4. Sorry, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for Safari Zone. So that's 5 encounters that you can potentially get if it wasn't denied to you. That's how I perceive it. But I got to come back to that later. But for now, Jasmine's fight's done. Chuck's done. The only other gym leader we haven't done yet up to Ice Path is Price. And then we're going to do like individual trainers leading up to... I think I've done all the trainers to Olivine. But I haven't done any trainers on Route 40, Route 41. I don't know if we want to like make them force fights in the water. I think if we do. For sure. So the thought about that is I gotta find out which, like who they are for starters. If I type in online, I don't think I've set anything up yet from these ones. What's before? There's a Rutherford one. Right, so this guy's like walking right and walking left, so he's a bit of a mystical maze. He's force, his force. She can be dodged. If you can kind of like get past him, someone get past him and then go this side of the grass. So you can dodge that one. How can you create one? What's that, like a Romhack Rahim? There's a bit of effort that goes into it, like obviously learning, team building, obviously coding. It depends on what your current skill set is. Like, what do you bring to the table? Like, do you bring game design to the table? Can you do spriting? Can you code? Can you do any sort of C+, C#, anything like that? Like, what sort of skill set do you bring to the table when you like looking at making a game? I'm a bit of an all-rounder. But I'm definitely, my weakest points are definitely the coding and the spriting aspect. I'm very basic on that stuff. But a lot of this HG engine is pretty easy to understand, which is the reason why I can do it. You can't bring nothing. Like, what do you do on a day-to-day basis? Yeah, just do that. What Robbo said. Just change the title, change a few teams around. You want to learn? Okay, so I'll give you a Discord to join then. Are you in my Discord? I think you are, right? Are you in my... You've spoken to me before in Discord, haven't you? Where's your name? Why can't I find Rahim? Is your name Rahim in Discord or no? Have you ever sent me a personal DM before? I fucking swear you have. Yeah, I'm not anything. I don't know. What's your name on Discord, Rahim? Are you on my Discord? Okay, while you're responding to that, because I think you've gone AFK, that's fine. I'm going to get a drink. Oh, my headset's falling apart, boys. Ew. Oh, you're not in my Discord? I was just going to send you a Discord link, man. I just don't know. I mean, I think I can invite you. Yeah, well, I'd advise getting... So download Discord, make a username, and then once you determine what that username is, let me know, and I can invite you to my Discord channel. And what I'm getting at is I can invite you to a Discord, which is basically like a informational place where you can basically learn this engine, which is what I'm using on the right here. A lot of it is just like data entry and stuff like that, but it's just like understanding the basic concepts of like what goes where. There's all these different files, etc., right? But yeah, my first thing would be for you is download Discord from discord.com. It's like a chatting app. Robbo knows all about it, don't you, Robbo? I can't believe Robbo doesn't want to play Dota though. That's fucking crazy. You've changed, man. He's not even online, dude. Dude wants to play Dotes and he's not even online. What's going on? Weird champ. Okay, hold on. Let me get this drink real quick. I'll be right back. Dude, he's... Wait. Oh, you... Sorry, I'm talking about Discord online. Are you on Discord online? Okay, Tafia sounds like he's going to play later. He's watching a movie. He's like, I'll be on. She'll go to sleep soon. So, there you go. You just got to wait for his missus to go to sleep and wait for me to finish doing this shit. I don't hate you, bro. Fucking hell, man. Alright. Yeah, you're not. Sorry, you are online on on Steam. I'm talking about Discord, but you're not online on Discord. That's what I meant. Not Steam. Alright, so. You're never online on Discord? Why? What's Discord? You tell me. All right, so what do I want to do now? I want to go to Route 14. Let's go have a look and see what's going on with these trainers. We got, what is this? How much time? Here it is, right here. We probably double battle in straight off the bat. Also need to look at what was the last level of this guy. They're nice camouflages. I already see I'm gonna binge this shit. Come on. Back of the row, 138. Yeah, 232, 32. Right, because Chuck is pretty well. 42. So we're going from 32 in the last round. Oh, is that right? You can't be 32. You have to be raised. Okay, hold up. That's fucking lucky I've seen that. Because the cup is now 42. When you were versing, what, 36 was your original cap. So you could argue that these guys are like 37 maybe. Right, there's something, yeah, across the board maybe. Something like that. As I go, I'm gonna have to update these two. You could argue that could be 36, 37. He's got all the water. Got 42 though, right? So essentially 36 and 42 with 6 levels, right? So you gotta fit 6 levels between round 39. 40, 41. I believe. Okay, let's do that. I can always adjust them as we go. Oh, what are you? You're 44. Now, just up in Derek. Alright, you're 44. I could do like that. All right, Derek, make you 36. I don't even know if there are enough Pokemon per trainer either. If they're not, then I just basically up the amount of Pokemon I have. So you're probably Roof, right? Nice. Something again. Probably like 36, 36, 37. 6, 6, 7. Nice. One more, which would be, is this like Huey or something? Eugene. Excuse me. Oh, here we are. I'll probably say like that. Cool. Right, so that covers that route. We've updated them. That's good. It's 138. So we're currently at like 37. So you could probably argue that the next route is like but you really want to sort of up the ante a bit, right? I'd probably say 38 and stuff. I mean, you could argue that these should be 37, 38. If you had these guys at 37, 38, then the next area could be 38 to 9. Then it'd be 39, 40. And then, yeah, okay, hold up. I think we need to do that. Okay, hold up. I think I was right in the first place. 37, 37, 38. 138. So that's 138. If you weren't to add any more trainers at all, I think that's the best way to scale. So got Ruth, who is just Ruth. So Ruth's going to be 37, 38. Okay, so because you got to keep in mind that most people are just going to go straight to cap. They're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to do it like, you know, level 4, level whatever. They're just going to go straight to the cap, and the cap's going to be like 42. So you don't want your trainers necessarily like super under that cap, because like 37, it's already like, this route might be a bit of a sweep because you're already like 4 to 5 levels. But because the cap goes for so long, I need to scale it into the other routes. That's why I kind of thought I can kind of tank it on this route a little bit. That's Derek and Roof. And then you got... excuse me, man, that shit's fucking bubbly, dude. Holy crap. This is Eugene. So this would be 37, 37, 38. All right, you end up getting Discord, Rahim. And so now, go to route 40. Let's have a look at our fucking trainers, boys. We got Simon or Simone. Simon. What do you reckon, Simon? A tentacle and a tentacle. How exciting. You could argue that he does have a 7 tile range though. One, two, three, kind of need to have 2 people here. Is there any Mickeys? That makes sense because Laurel would be my last Mackay. Well, let's have a look. What if we just chuck in up an NPC, bruh? Get rid of Kevin Mickey. 53, 43, okay. I'm trying to remember how to do this now. I could give him 3 and half and just use the 1 card though. That might work. I swear that's how let me work the name. Yeah. I could totally do that, right? Where is him? Summer Simon. Boom. Yo, what's up, Natsu? How you doing, man? Hope you had a good Chrissy, brother. Bro, I'm binging on fucking lollies right now. How you been, man? You keen to play the Romy? I've done some more, bro. I've got like all my encounters done up to Ice Path, basically. I've got Chuck has a team. Jasmine has a team now. I'm just basically doing the trainers in between Route 40, Route 41. And then, yeah, technically you nearly have like 7 gyms worth of game time. With no extra added story. Oh, well, I haven't done the Team Rocket stuff, but that's kind of like Team Rocket's kind of like yeah, man, just been picking off it a little bit at a time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had a good Christmas, man. Been very, very good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, all the AI is fixed, man. Everything's up to date, so I'll give you a rundown. A lot of mucking around, but we got it working. So, as you can see there, updated to latest Kuma AI, which means, yeah, I need playtesting again. So, if you would like to playtest it, I can put all these changes into a ROM and make a new patch. I fixed the fight in Brock Cave because it was bugged out and text entries weren't working, so I fixed that up. Vile Energy, the new custom move, is now working again. I really appreciate you, Natsu, man. You've been like, give me some mad good feedback. I really, really appreciate it. More than words can express. Trust me, man. I really appreciate it. I think like your feedback is probably one of the things that keeps me driving and trying to improve and stuff, you know. Trying to put out the best game that I can with my limited knowledge. How long does it takes to make a ROM hack? Like years? All right, we'll put it this way. So I've done probably, I wouldn't say that I ROM hack every day, right? This HG engine definitely cuts down the time it takes to make a ROM, to make like a HeartGold ROM hack, that is. I would dare say you could have a ROM hack done within like 3 to 6 months if you just really put your mind to it and just smash it out. But then when you start to go into more custom changes and map editing and everything like that, then it takes a little bit longer. But the reason is because you have to actually learn how to do it first. And then once you've learned how to do it, and then you implement it and you practice it, you get faster at it, right? So, yeah. But like, I wouldn't say years, like 1, 2, 3 years, nothing ridiculous like that. If you put effort into it every single day of the week, if you spend an hour or 2 on it per day, you could easily have it done in 3 to 6 months with this engine. This engine is really, really good. And it's constantly getting updated too, which is awesome as well. All right, so this is going to be a double battle. I just can't put it into the file as double. How do I do doubles in the form? Actually, that's a singles double, but how do I do double battles without? Oh, because I had like separate teams, that's why. I guess I have to kind of give her a name. What's this person's name then? Ah, because we've given the same name, so it's just like Simon and Simon. But what else have you been up to in that? So anyway, man, you still been playtesting ROMhacks or anything else? I've wanted to do X and Y, but I feel like I should release a game first before I start dabbling into a newer ROM hack, because the ROM hacking is a lot different. It's a lot easier to ROM hack Gen 4 and Gen 3, because you've got things like Hexmaniac Advance, or whatever it's called, for Gen 3, which is really broken, which is why you see a lot of Gen 3 ROM hacks coming out. And then you've now got HeartGold engine, which is like the equivalent for the Generation 4. You've been playing League? Yeah, you sound like me, man. I've been playing a lot of Dota. What's League like? My mate was trying to get me into League. I haven't played League in ages, bro. Would you rate it? My other mate reckons like, I thought League was a bit more like pay to win though, wasn't it? My mate's actually playing League of Legends right now, funny enough. Okay, so do I give this dude a trainer? But like if I don't have a name, it's just like Simon and you have versus Simon, and then there's like 2 people. It looks kind of fucked strange. I think we need to do something like that. Kind of sucks using up another Mickey, but I think there's heaps of Mickeys. Right, all these swimmer Mickeys here. More Mickeys there, more Mickeys there. True. Yeah, okay, there's a fuckload of Mickeys in here. It's fine. We're chilling. Let's just use up a Mickey. Makes it more clean. It's a good name. It'll be... How was it, swimmers? Wendy, I'm gonna just call this one. Oh yeah, I like this one. Alright, so you're gonna be number 41. You're gonna be Simon. Alright, let's do Simon's team, I guess, first, alright. League is fun. It heavily depends on how much you play, though. I feel like it's a rather hard game to learn. I played it for a little bit. I wasn't too bad at it because I've obviously got what's that shit called? Experience from like Dota, like MOBAs and stuff, right? But yeah, it was a little bit different because like you guys have like an actual jungling mechanism, or like a proper jungling aspect where you have someone jungle and like the top lane will literally just what do you call it? Just play solo. So you essentially have like two 1v1 lanes. I kind of like it because like I wish in Dota you had like off lane, or you call it your top lane. Oh my god, it stings. Was like my off lane. My off lane was like my was a single lane as well, if that makes sense. Because it's like it's tricky having like 2-on-2, because like you've got to worry about what your teammate's doing, if he's feeding, all that shit. You're trying to like secure CS, or you would like last hit CS, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. All right. I feel like probably got a rough idea in my head what we could do. Yeah, 16. Yeah, good old League of Legends, huh? Let's look at what would complement, because you're doing double battle, which means you lead with 1. Actually, I need to set up the... Nah, that should be right. It should just be double battle, because... I'll step in. It says in them, B62. I'm not set it up properly yet. I mean, it's probably gonna have like the default amount of trainers, but I'm probably gonna add maybe like 10 or 20 to the game minimum. I've already probably added in. I'd have to go look at one of the other documents to determine how many Mickeys I've already used, but I can think of like, if you're gonna like say individual trainers, so you're gonna basically have the gym leaders, so Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, Erica, like, so you got an extra 8 just there, which are kind of like your optional boss fights. But then you've got like actual trainers that I'm working at the moment. I've got fights where it's like this area that I'm trying to block at the moment because like I'm kind of like looking at this. I'm like, well, you can walk on the beach. This guy can. It just looks a bit cringe having one person cover the whole water. So I'm implementing another trainer to basically make it more a little bit more surreal and force a double battle between. You know, but then I'm trying to determine like how many Pokemon do I want each person to have? Do I want them to have 3 each or 4? Because like you walk in this fight and you're doing a doubles into 4, like 4 for him and 4 for him, 4 for her, sorry. Is that considered like too hard at this point of the game? I don't necessarily think it is because your level cap's now 42, so you have quite a lot of tools to deal with it. And a lot of the early game is generally just like Pokemon, like it scales from like 2 to 3 Pokemon, and then as you go through, it goes into 4, I guess. I was just trying to work out, but this is, I'm not even set up as, oh, I think it was because they're both set up as singles, aren't they? I don't even, have I tested this fight yet? Where the fuck's that? Have you done this fight by any chance, Natsu? Have you versed Youngster Samuel? You're probably like, where the hell is Youngster Samuel? So Samuel would be just before Goldenrod City. Have you been as far as Goldenrod City before? Because the idea is like, I've got written down here, double with Ian, Youngster, and then Youngster Ian is a double with Samuel. So the idea is that if you run into this guy, or you run into this guy, it forces the double battle between them. So he'll lead Delcatty while he leads Primeape. And then he has Fearow in the back, with Crawdon in the back, and then this guy's got Sandslash and Meowstic in the back, but they should lead Delcatty and Primeape, but I haven't actually properly tested that because I've got it in the documents here as single battles, but I feel like the double battle thing only applies to fucking good question. That's written down as a single. So this one here is no partner double battle, which is fine. We should write that down too. This is also down as a single as well, though. No, I'm looking at the wrong one. There's this one here. Single. And then single. I just don't know if I don't know if I've playtested that fight. Is there any other double battles I can check? Because the last Kathy will just be 71. That's easy. Yeah, so anyone that's a single trainer, you can put down no partner double battle and it will allow you to verse. Like, she'll send it 2 at a time. I just wasn't sure how those other double battles go where you've got like 2 NPCs. Definitely Owen's an interesting one. Okay, so here's the same. No partner double battle. So when the... I'm pretty sure the double battles... I will like, yeah, Amy, Mimi's... Okay, Whitney's a no partner double, that's fine. Gina, Kathy, Oni, Tori until double battle. Kyle? Where's Kyle? Here's he with them. Because you're with someone, right? Where is this guy in the game though? I've updated this. This is with my stuff. Level 26. Okay, 105. Okay, so yeah, it is. You leave it as singles. Okay, that makes sense. Because you got Lucian here, double with Axel, but you're still a single battle. And this guy's the same, he's a single battle. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. So we want to leave this Mickey fight as a single. We want to leave the Simon fight as a single, because it says singles, but it's just because you can verse them singly, or you can verse them in a double battle. Essentially. Oh, dang. I don't know, is that something that you leave up to the player though? Like, do you give them the opportunity to just walk in between both of them and go into a double battle? Or do you force them into a double battle? Because if you leave the sight range a little bit less, you could potentially verse one in a single, which means you essentially dodge one. So I feel like if that's going to happen, I'm going to have to make the sight range a lot further. I'll make it like 15 or something stupid. What I want to check out though, I want to check out another singles fight and how I've set it up. This would be the, what's that forest called again? Pinwheel Forest. What's that fucking forest called again? Ilex Forest. Okay, so we go up. Ah, they're not set up as partners. Okay. I think partner is like, it's an NPC that uses the same trainer profile. That's right. So the special settings, you'd use the same trainer profile, but if you're using separate trainer profiles, then yeah, you wouldn't go partner. Okay, cool. That's cool. So in this case, we don't want you to be a partner because you're essentially going to be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, yeah, fucking check that. Alright, cool. So that should be set up on the DSP side now. Oh, we're gonna make the movement range as well, for fuck's sake, man. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we got the Simon. Give him 3 of each. I mean, levels wise, they're gonna be this rat's gonna be. I'm thinking like it's gonna be 38, 39, isn't it? I just don't know if like 4 and 4 into 6 is this a hard fight? I don't know. It's a double battle. I feel like 3 and 3 is probably fine, right? Because what I do for I mean 37, 37, 38, 38. What's the most fun thing? I know sometimes it looks like I get bored. It's just because like I have less sleep, and this is a very calm, relaxing thing to do. So I would never sound like stressed about it or anything. But no, I think personally for me, the team building is quite fun to get involved with and like basically concoct like some sort of puzzle for the player to work out. So I generally do like trying to cook up something with fights. But in saying that, I really enjoyed doing like I really enjoy just seeing things implemented into the game, like things coming to fruition. So like when I like script something and it works, like it's not bugged out, or you know, like even if it does bug out, then you're like your job is to basically, you know, bug find it or whatever you want to call it, fault fix it, you know what I mean, until it actually does work 100%. So that's probably what I would find the most fun personally. But yeah, good question. I feel like I've just looked at water types for fucking days. All I've been doing is looking at water types, trying to implement them into different areas. But then I feel like sometimes just having straight water teams are just easier to beat, right? And this is something that this is something I need to ask you too, Natsu. Yeah, what's up, Brakino? Hello, man. How's it going, bro? I'm doing good, man. How you doing, bro? How's your run and bun? Actually, you're coming at a good time. Because you're both nuzlockers. What's your honest opinion on fights? And what I mean by that is like, honestly, like I think I'm a bit stereotyped towards like oh, it's a swimmer, I'm just going to give him water type Pokemon, right? But I feel like a lot of difficulty hacks don't necessarily go down that path. Like, yeah, they still have water types, but they also have Pokemon that I guess counter their weaknesses. So like Tentacruel's main weakness is like what? I guess ground because he's poison, but he counters ground types. Psychic types. He's obviously weak to electric. He's a high speed F Pokemon, but it's like, do I implement Pokemon into the back or on his partner, because this is a double battle, right? In a way to enable Tentacruel? Or do I, like, I'm just trying to think of like, because I feel like some of the stuff I looked at with Run and Bun looked a little bit like, I understand why he did it, right? But it's like, does it get too much away from what Pokemon is? Like, or do you just go full hog on the whole difficulty thing and say, well, look, mate, if you're going to throw out an electric Pokemon and expect to just sweep my 2 swim trainers, that's not going to happen. And then you just like randomly throw out a grass type. It's like, why does Fisherman fucking Salmon have a grass type? You know, but it's just like, in Hard Hacks, the gimmick are like 1 to 3 Pokemon. Yeah, 3 and 3. So what I'm saying is I could run like, I'm just trying to think like a double battle with 4 mons each. Is that considered hard? You know what? We're going to do something. I don't look at this very often, but I sometimes when I look for inspiration, I do not copy, by the way. Just a heads up, I do not copy other people's themes. I just like to look to kind of get inspiration. What the fuck is it? So yes, I do have the Run and Bun trainer battles here. And the only reason why I look at them sometimes is just to, I don't know, like at this point in the game, we're around that like the 38 region, right? So it's about here somewhere. How many Pokemon is he given to a trainer? Like 3, 4? Have we got any double battles here? Does he do any doubles? Okay, so this is a boss. Oh, that's fucking me. Okay, so here's a double battle here. Right, so he's just going for 4 Pokemon, it's fine. So Pokefans are pretty easy though, because they're not kind of biased to one typing, or they're not like Guitarist, you'd think electric. He's obviously chucked one in there, but then the other 3 are kind of just whatever. This is an interesting one. Double battle with 5. Once again, Black Belt Rate and Guitarist Marcos. So I can understand the Black Belt aspect on this side, which is cool. Don't really understand this with Guitarist Marcos. And I'm about going amazing. 8 pages in, so only VR optionals and then E4. Wow, you're that far in, dude. So you might beat it pretty soon then, huh? We've got like Twins, Amy and Liv double. That's pretty biased. Here's a good one. Let's see, look, Fisherman Andrew. He's got Delmaze, which is a grass type, I believe. Is Delmaze a fucking... He's grass ghost, isn't he? But thematic-wise, he works. Yeah, ghost grass. Thematically wise, it works because, you know, he's a fucking anchor, right? So that makes sense. Like, that's cool. But he's kind of stuck to the theme for the most part. There's actually 2 Pokemon below, like 2 Pokemon that are 2 levels below Cat. That's crazy. Didn't even realize that. Okay. Yeah, so we're seeing a lot of single battles, like 2 and 3s. So, okay, so straight off the bat, I think the double battle with 4 each is too much. So we're going to go 3 and 3. I think even his doubles, he's mainly gone 2 and 2, but I'm just going to do 3 and 3. This is going to be a fucking hard fight, though. You would want to get to the gates and finish optional still 2025? You reckon you're going to do it, though, man? Yeah, so it's quite thematic. Still like keeping these fighting types to these black belt guys, but these are probably like some of the easier fights, I guess. I guess I'm probably overthinking this fight. I don't have to go crazy on like just, oh, they have to all be water types sort of thing. But I guess at the same time, you kind of have to be like, well, what's Simon going to carry out into the water? Like, he ain't carrying no Heliolisk out in the water, but he's going to fry his other freaking water types, you know what I mean? That was Hikers, thematic. So he generally does still, he is generally thematic still to an extent. Like psychic types. Okay, I just wanted to double check because I was getting a bit worried that like I had to run these teams of like fucking like water, grass, fire on a fucking water. Like it just doesn't make sense, you know? If you're going to battle Agency, what team would you bring? What would be considered your best team? Oh gosh. I mean, I'll probably run like Typhlosion, Choice Scarf, fucking Eruption or something. Just destroy people over and over and over. Choice Scarf, Choice Specs. BGC is a hard one, bro. Because it's a lot of it's meta dependent as well. But I would like if I'm just picking like favorites, I'd love to run like Mega Ampharos. Mega Ampharos would probably be in them. One of my like special defense walls or something. Good coverage, good defenses. I'd probably run like I got like 2 ground weaknesses already though. That's a really fucking hard question, man. It's gonna take me ages to think about. I don't know if I have the brain power to think of it, to be honest. I definitely would say like Typhlosion and Ampharos would definitely be in the mix. You know, you could vouch for things like Galiciapod's got some good shouts. Things like Emergency Exit and stuff like that. Galiciapod's pretty cracked. Ho-Oh could be a shout for like, you know, your restricted mon if that ever got to that point. Otherwise, I'd look at things like dude. I honestly am having a brain fart right now, man. I'd have to like literally look at a lot of the that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? It's a really good question, but I'd have to really think about it, man, because it's all dependent on meta and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like MYZ, I think care less about the type of trainers and the team gimmick. I'll say I think cares less about the type of trainers and their team gimmick. Oh, so you're saying like in this sort of part of the game, he's just kind of like whatever, 4 Pokemon together that kind of synergize well or get off the strategy that he's trying to push is what you're trying to say. All right, so in that case then, let's have a look. I'd say Tentacruel set up spikes, and then you'd have the other girl on the other side. You could lead a Watermon, but then you've got someone that could just leave with Discharge and just blow them both up. I would just say something that doesn't care about Discharge. Like, you don't necessarily want to run a ground type though. And you could be kind of cheese and run like Swampert or something. I don't know. Swampert too strong for this part of the game? Probably not. It's 535 BST though for a double battle. It's a pretty fucking cracked lead though. Problem if, I mean, you could do something like that. You could run like Tentacruel with like Air Balloon, run Swampert on the left. You can like Earthquake knowing that he's never going to hit his Tentacruel while you set up spikes or something. Problem is though, is you can just lead a grass type, neutral and the tentacle, and you can just blow up this other right side. Strong window berry. Something you could do, if the AI is as smart as it says it is, could do like some Swanner shenanigans in the back. So you can like pivot switch it on like an anticipated like ground type move into Tentacruel. Come in for free. You still have the electric weakness though, but then you could run like Calm Berry or something. I would nearly say that Toadstool is even a good shout here. And the reason for that is because it's based off a Tentacruel. Can you imagine having a Toadstool and a Tentacle on the same team though? Is that fucking weird? Maybe I put Toadstool on the other girl's team. I don't know if you want to lead Toadstool and Tentacruel at the same time. But I guess like Ice type moves into the right slot. Ground type moves he doesn't give a shit about, so you can't like lead him on with EQ. They're quite fast. You can use things like Spore and shit though. I don't know if I would want to use you in the front. Maybe like in the back. Maybe like in the fourth slot or something. I think Toadstool on the back's not a bad shout. Fucking song is this? Is what a banger. About 26. Alright. That's actually kind of cool too. What if I was to run some cheeky shenanigans like Surf on Tentacruel into Water Absorb Clodsire? Isn't that like basically a free fucking heal? That would be sick. I just don't know if Clod's working at the moment, like in game. And I guess we can check. Okay, well, apparently he's in the game. Clodsire right there. Oh damn, Whooper isn't, but Clodsire is. Okay. Well, so Clodsire is a good shout then. I can run like Water Absorb Clod. I get you to set up Toxic Spikes instead of the Tentacruel. Does Sludge Wave hit you though? You could even like. No, I think Toxic Spikes is slightly better to prevent people switching. It enables you to have to lead someone in rapid spin, things like Donphan, but then you also risk just like dying to Tentacle Surf, which is cool. I could even like run something like Venoshock, this kind of cheese, but actually no, fuck, I just realized something. Fuck, leading Clodsire here with tentacle kind of sucks, cause they're both weak to Earthquake. And they both have low defense. Okay. Here's an alternative water type. I could run like Tentacle on the back. What's up, Frost? How you doing, man? What's going on today, buddy? I might need to stream my ROM hacking later in the night and do my Dota early. It seems like everyone likes to watch my ROM hacking stuff after midnight. It seems. Probably because you guys are all just like waking up and shit. What's another Pokemon that could just lead who's got decent speed with serve? I don't want them to be like busted or anything, but I just want them to be able to like lead with like a decent special attack with serve. It's 9 AM here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's relatively early for you guys still. When I start streaming my ROM hacking stuff, it's probably like 7, 6 AM your time. That's what I'm saying. I probably need to do this sort of stuff later at night. I mean, it's just hard because I get fucking tired, bro. I'll be honest. That's why I tried to do this a little bit earlier, but it's, yeah. Could do like... What a grand type size. October Surf could be a good shout run window. Wow, Greninja Mega's like 142 speed. I didn't even know that. You could shot like Starmie. What about like Starmie lead with Surf? Clodsire on the other side with Water Absorb. He gets out Toxic Spikes. What about Natural Cure? You could run like Natural Cure with like Flip Turn would be kind of cracked too. I feel like Illuminate's probably the best for this one. I think that's a strat. Run like Starmie, Surf, Clodsire, setting up spikes. What else could you run? Reflect. Do. I would argue that Flip Turn is good here. Like Surf, Flip Turn. What's another counter to you though? can learn ice moves too, so grass types. I'd say ice beam, and then like your first move could just be something like I guess you could always like threaten the opponent. You could like set up like make them think you're gonna go for a reflect. The AI will not hit it if it sees that the opposition kills it. And it could opt for just a flip turn, right? But if it doesn't, if it sees that the AI says the player can't kill them in one KO, then it might set up reflect. Not one hit, well, not just a one hit KO, but like a 2-hit KO, I suppose, if like the opposition, because it's doubles. I'm just not giving any stab psychic moves though, so you could do like a poison type. That's everything though, you can kind of cheese it a bit. You could put a poison type lead in. Or switch one in, which would also soak up toxic spikes. So you kind of want to threaten them. So I think we just have to run psychic on him. So like psychic surf, ice beam, and flip turn. And you're just naturally fast. I'll have to look at held items later, but hope you're having a good day though, Frosty my button. Still unsure on the Swanna pick here, but I think the Starmie Cloud side lead's not bad. They kind of complement each other a little bit. Like Surf into Water Absorb's really nice. Aspirin for grass coverage. Psychic for the poison types coming in to take out the toxic spikes if he gets them off. Alright, so definitely want to run like EQ. I don't think we have any other physical moves. I don't think high horsepower actually works. Well, the animation for it doesn't at the moment. The only other thing you could do is you could run like air balloon Starmie, but then he has non-existent special attacks. There's no point doing something like that. Otherwise, we just go toxic instead. Run like... Does Sludge Wave hit your partner Pokemon as well? Does anyone know in chat? Does Sludge Wave like hit your partner Pokemon like Surf does and the opposition 2 Pokemon? Or does Sludge Wave only hit the opposition? The opposition's 2 Pokemon. That doesn't matter. Sludge Wave shit. You're not physical attack. You're special attack. Sorry, you're physical. So maybe I'll have to just running like poison jab. It'd have protect. You could run like sludge. I think it hits your teammate. Yeah. Okay. So maybe we roll with something like water absorb so that the Starmie can like surf and heal you. We'll run like black sludge, toxic protect, poison jab. Yeah, it's a physical attacker anyway. Yeah, I was just like throwing some ideas around. Poison jab. I could just run high horsepower. I just don't want to run like EQ into Starmie unless I run like Starmie with air balloon, but I think that's kind of shit. It's like if Starmie just gets bursted, then Yeah, but I guess that's probably another good reason for for Swanna to stay in on that side, because at least Swanna can come in on an EQ for free, and then just run the Wakamberry, which is nice. I'm pretty sure. I need to find out if the Stomping Tantrum is being implemented yet or not. I don't know if it's been done yet though. Yeah, high horsepower. Whoops. I updated 4 days ago. Oh, high horsepower's done. Fucking mint. That's 4 days ago. I'm pretty sure I've kept up to date. Alright, we're gonna roll with it then. Okay, high horsepower, Clodsire. I don't know if I necessarily want Toedscool on you though. I think that's a pretty good start though. Clodsire, Toxic, High Horsepower, Poison Jump, Protect, Black Sludge, Water Absorb, and synergize with the Starmie. Then you could argue that like... You could argue that this guy has Surf too, because I'm pretty sure to get access to it, right? I'm not saying like Swanna is that good. It's just like kind of a bit of an all-rounder. It's like a poor man's version of Pelipper, right? I mean, it's technically better stats than Pelly, but Pelly's just got fucking great defense and special attack, let's be honest. I mean, you do get access to Surf, right? Yeah, so we could run Surf on you. What's your abilities? Keen Eye, Big Pecs. I don't think Roost is something you're ever going to get off, is it? Bit of a mixed attack. I can go either way. I feel like your set's always going to be something like SS Surf. Yeah, it's currently the only reason why, like, I've typed in here double with Natalia, so the idea is if you type in Natalia, it'll come up Summa Natalia double with Simon. So like it will literally tell you. The reason why I've had to do it like this is because I haven't rearranged this shit yet, but this is a Mickey fight. So in HG Engine, you have Mickey fights, which are just like spare fights that never got used. Can you move them? I believe so. I just haven't mucked around with that yet, which is why I just tend to reference them in this title here. I know some names are used twice, like Eric or Daniel or whatever, but so far I haven't really had any double ups yet. Sorry. Like summon comes up, what, once? There, and then it's mentioned in the actual double battle itself. I believe there's a possibility, but this is how, so this information you see on the left, this run and bun sheet, someone made it in the HG Discord, in the Kingdom of DS hacking Discord. And basically, long story short, this is ripped exactly from HeartGold, like the game itself. So this is how it ripped the fights out of HeartGold. So basically, all these fights, like that's a standard HeartGold fight. 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 So all these fights were just ripped from the base game. And now what I do is I use them as a visual board to envision what my team's going to look like before I copy that information into the actual HeartGold engine and type it all out. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But I believe you can move them. I just haven't done it yet. I've just referenced them in a way that it's like, you type it in, boom, there it is. But like for cleanliness, I see where you're coming from. Okay, so Swanna. Is there never fucking... Can't think of a really good set from there. Like, I don't think he has any crazy sets on him. Like something like icy wind, I guess. What's your main counting gonna be though? Like electric types and shit, right? Oh, even sure if you even lived through a Wakanberry. Threaten with Tailwind, I guess. Could even do some cheese shit like Hidden Power or something. Bro just micro-napped. Me? I did not. Did I? I don't know what you're talking about, monsieur. Where the fuck is Scold? Did I actually defy though? Like, are you finished yet, bruh, or what? Are you finished yet, bruh? It looked like it? Yeah, I may have for a second. Oh, you are finished? Okay. Dude, what the fuck? I swear this dude could learn Scold. I know for a fact you learn Scald. There's no cap you don't learn Scald. Come on, bro. There's no fucking way. Hold up. You're telling me that I can't teach my Tentacruel Scald? Hello, dude? Wait. Scald is a move, right, chat? It's not a pigment of my imagination, is it? Stomach it, fuck, get it. Gen 5. Seeking with lightning rod, if play baits wrongly don't kill Swan early, they will have a hard time. True, that's actually not a bad idea too. You know the reason why I had Swanna there originally was a counter to people using like ground type moves. So like if someone sends in Tentacruel early and it baits out a ground type Pokemon, if the AI, which I hope it's smart enough, I think with scoring and stuff, it should switch out and basically get a free switch in for Swanna. But then the other thing is like Clodsai's also weak to ground types, ground type moves. So I kind of, I don't know if I need the other side to have a flying type, but I've got a Clodsai on this side. You could argue that Swanna is actually on Natalia's team instead. So the AI, if it sees that you're going to EQ, knowing that this thing is only weak to ground type moves basically, or ground and ice, because it's got water absorb, it might switch into like Swanna, because it's like neutral in the ice beam, lots of free switching on like Earthquake and stuff. I feel like maybe Swanna's better on Natalia's team. Oh, that's Scald Gen 5. Let's have a look at. I would have envisioned that all water Pokemon can learn fucking Scald. Yep, there it is. Scald right there. Oh, I'm happy with that. I just wanted to double check. I'm just sitting here going, as I said, there's no fucking cap that Scald cannot be learnt by my Tentacruel. Tentacruel, here we are. They haven't. You pieces of shit. So machine moves. So this will be TMs. Scald is not in there. Guess I'm gonna have to fix that up. Secret power. I don't need to learn that shit. Does every Pokemon learn secret power though? Yeah, it probably does. Pretty sure we can just add another one in there, can't we? Oh boy, is that gonna fuck everything up though? Maybe in line with this one. I guess that's gone. It's so weird, but anyway, it works. Alright, so we got fucking Scold on Tentacle and Tentacle now. In the Thames. Okay, so I'd argue Skull, Vanish Shock, Icy Wind. I think the hidden power ground thing on Swan is kind of cool too. That's for like electric types. I'm not sure if you're going to kill someone with it though, but you'll be able to get substantial damage onto them, which is nice. I could get Toxic. I feel like Stummy always dies to fucking the shit, right? Wait, how long are you on for to fire, man? Sorry. Oh wow, I got 12 views all of a sudden. Where did you guys come from? Everyone's like, yeah, ROMhacking, brother. Let's go, buddy. I've already got fucking Black Sludge on this guy, don't I? I guess Spikes on you, Toxic on the other one. Toxic with the Vanish Shock, Skull for the burning, Icy Wind for the slows. Oh my god, bro. I even thought about like Hex, because you get Skull Burn. Hex is kind of cracked. I don't know what berry you'd have, to be honest. I mean not berry, I meant to say item. I've got another 15 minutes to fire if you're around. If you're not, then oh well, we tried. It was our last time. Black Sludge is so good on you too, isn't it? Don't run the same item twice in the same part though. Could give you leftovers. What about Bright Powder shenanigans? Actually, I don't. You know what? I actually don't mind air balloon here. You're gonna dote soon? Well, that's what I said. I normally would switch at like 1 AM, which is like 15 minutes away. So I'm just gonna like maybe cook this fight. But I actually have viewers for once. I get like fuck all viewers on Dota, man. It's so depressing. It's so depressing. Note to self, I need to stream more ROM hacking. Everyone loves this ROM hacking shit. Apparently Robbo wanted to play. He reckons we don't ask him to come play with us. But I'm like, you're never online, bro. What do you mean? I said he's more than welcome to come play with us, but you know. Anyway, air balloon. I would say Clear Body is normally better, but I think in this case, just in case I do try to kind of cheese, I think Liquid Ooze is kind of better. And the only reason I say that is obviously things like Mega Drain and stuff like that. Robert hates us. Why? What did I do to him? I don't understand. I feel like I should put Swanna on the other team though, man, under Claude. So you could swap Claude out though. And then run something else here. Maybe we do that. Like run this one here, like that. And then just like, that way we can run like something a bit abnormal on this dude's team. I just don't know what that Pokemon would be. What's kind of like the opposite? I would say grass would be like a good grass type of some sort. Oh, Ogerpont Wellspring. What's generally a grass type that kind of, I guess in a way, goes with this kind of lineup, I guess? You could argue Ludicolo. Have we got many Ludicolos in fights yet? None. Is Ludicolo too strong for this part of the game though? I'd say he's probably fine. He's a water type. I feel like I'm using all my good mods in the first fight though, which would be kind of shit, right? Like Starmie Tentacle are already fucking pretty cracked. I didn't even realize Simisage is like nearly 500 BST. It's kind of crazy, man. I'd say obviously a grass type, mainly because like Pokemon that want to kill Starmie and stuff, electric types at the moment. I don't really want to run a ground type. Simply because, I mean, it's an immunity, I guess, right? I'm telling you, bro, Toadscruel is so, I mean, yeah, Toadscruel, not Tentacruel, but Toadscruel is so good in this lineup. Grass, ground type. You could go like something like Sizotope, but then they just lead a grass type and sweep two in your mons. Fuck, I don't even know, man. What about Torterra? Isn't he like a fucking turtle? Turtles are like, it could be near the ocean, right? He might have just like staggered into the sand. Oh, look at me. I'm now going to be on this dude's team instead. Torterra, man. That might be the crash. Could be a good shout, actually. How does he look on paper? It's kind of like the opposite of these guys, but... I don't mind it, actually. Shalama Torterra, kind of crack, boys. But then you just bring like an ice type and it just gets fucking doubled. So you just run fucking Yachi Berry for the memes, boys. Alright, let's just cook with this for now. Man, fuck it, dude. I can kind of synergize with Swan on the other side too with EQ, boys. You could run like... Yeah, we're cooking on this now. I think we're cooking, boys. Woodhammer. You could run like something like Wide Guard. Is Wide Guard even that good of a move though? What a fucking banger this song is, dude. God damn, Route 26. That's what you could do as well. You could even run I'm wondering if like assault vest is actually better and just run like 4 moves instead of running Wad Guard. Because it gives you 1.5 and most shit that's gonna fuck you up is generally special, like Ice Beam and Icy Wind and shit like that, as opposed to things like Ice Punch. You got 105 defense. You surely live on Ice Punch, right? Nah, you're 4 times weak. You 100% die of that shit. Could I run like a Mamoswine instead? We'll stick with Torterra. If there's any flaws, I can always change the team up later. Okay, I just gotta quickly finish this off. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna give it a crack. I can Ice Punch you though. I think Yachi Berry is safer. What's an ice type dying to though? Don't really have anything stab that can kill it, but you could use something like... What a heavy slam. You're pretty heavy, aren't you, buddy? I'd say that you're fucking heavy. 310 kilo. Yeah, man. So I'd say heavy slam. Could be a good shout. It's heavy Sam though, or body press better here though. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. Let's look up matches real quick. Quick. Got 5 minutes to smash this out. We got like a decently special defensive sort of nature. And you're already fucking slow anyway. Careful's fine. Stummy wants to blow shit up, so you want to be fast as boy. I'd say we'll just go timid and tentacle. I'd probably get a defensive nature, just make you a bit more bulky in that regard. Probably like bold. Okay, I think I'm happy with that one. 1 for 1 now. Quad is probably the same. What's a defensive sort of set? So he's actually got pretty good special defense, actually. I'd argue that you could probably go impish. I think you're just gonna get blown up anyway, so I think like just speed. You kind of like neutral around. What if I just went like a neutral nature, like just something random, like fucking docile or something? Haven't really picked another Pokemon yet though. I was thinking of something earlier, but I don't know if it's speeds or not. What about something like Storm Drain Cadilly though? I think your last Pokemon needs to be kind of fastish in a way. What about Wugtrio, man, for fucking memes? Bro doesn't take a hit, but he fucks shit up. He's literally a water typing gooey. He's like, yo, hit me up. Dude can't take a hit though, man. Fire tools are good shouts. But do something like Sharpedo. Why can't I work it out, brother? We could do something like Sharpedo, but could run Ludi them. Okay, let's just do that. For now. Let's do that. Fake out. Giga Drain. Sorry, I'm running a bit late, chat. Are you still there to farm? Are you still there? Yes, he's like, hurry the f up, Dan. Hurry the f up. Sorry, time just got away from me really fast tonight, man. What's your main counters, though? There's no way you don't get Scold, bro. There's no way. So Giga Drain into what? Are you just waiting on me now to fire, bro? I'm scared, man. I'm scared, brother. I'm scared. Oh, he lands on call. That's kind of cool. He's waiting on me, chat. Holy shit. Holy shit balls. Okay, I'm basically done. Hold on. I'm basically done. What? Whoops, shit. How good's next week, guys? Fuck, why can't I grab my stupid tab? How good's next week? I get another 4-day weekend next weekend. I got tomorrow off. Well, today off. But then I've got a 2-day working week. Right? 2 full 8-hour shifts. I do a 4-hour shift on Wednesday because you can't work past 6 p.m. because it's New Year's Eve. And then I get 4 days off. Fucking great! How good is that? Alright, and tempo. Because Swift Swim and Rangers don't really help me in this fight. Held item. You could argue. Fuck is this shit? How do you remove the group? Nature, I would probably say you want to be kind of, what are you? You kind of neutral, aren't you? Probably defense. I probably just want you to hit a bit harder, right? Especially with good rain. Probably I can go to special attack and nature, maybe. Let's give you modest fucking. And then held item, I would argue. Thinking like Big Root. Grass Gem's kind of a good shout too. Is leftovers even a thing? You know what, I think even Citrus Berry might be game. Alright, good enough for now. Alright, chat. Sapphire Burns is waiting. So, I've got my 141 fight done. Simon is also done, I think. I don't know if Tori even fits into this shit. I'm just trying something different. I'm going to save this again. Save that again. All right. What do you reckon, chat? Excuse me, dirty am I. Okay, hold up a sec. Just sorting something out real quick. Because I don't know how much on my... I was going to say, guys, make sure you hit that like button too. How the hell do I have 13 viewers and I've got like 1 like? Hit that like button, guys. Come on now. Hit the sub button, hit that like button. Appreciate you. I'm going to redirect them to my Dota stuff. So you have to watch it. Alright, guys. I'm going to jump into Dota. If you're not keen on Dota, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to keep hanging out with me and chatting to me and stuff, then come over to the Dota stream, which will be happening in the next 2 minutes' time. I'll be back very shortly. See you shortly, guys. Bye.